A lot to unpack from that press conference that included local, state, and federal authorities. I'm Rekha Mutteraj along with Trace and Bragg, and we continue our coverage of that New Year's Eve tragedy, New Year's Day tragedy rather. It happened early this morning in New Orleans, and the mass casualty incident being called an intentional attack. It has been confirmed there are local connections here to the Houston area.
Yeah, this as 10 people are dead in what federal law enforcement is now investigating as an act of terrorism. Again, at least 10 people are dead, and that number could rise. Also, 35 people are injured after a truck plowed into a crowd on Bourbon Street around 3:15 this morning.
Investigators also confirming that the suspect is dead. Authorities saying the vehicle that was used was rented from a person who lives locally in Pasadena. Now, in the last 45 minutes, the FBI also confirming the suspect, that person's name, Shamsuddin Jabbar, who is from Texas. The feds say the truck used in the attack was rented through Turo. It's a car rental service, a lot like Airbnb, but for vehicles.
They also confirmed an ISIS flag was attached to the back of the vehicle. ISIS is identified by the U.S. as a terrorist organization, and the FBI is working to determine the suspect's connection to them, if any. Because this is being investigated as a terror attack, the FBI has taken the lead on this investigation. And we have Troy Kless out in Pasadena, where investigators say the rental truck came from. Troy, what are you learning?
Well, Trayson, thank you. Yeah, so we are working on information after discovering some information about the vehicle that was used in the attack. I did contact the owner of the vehicle, and he told me that all he would say is that that the vehicle was rented through the Turo app, but didn't want to provide any other details. So we reached out to Turo themselves to ask some more specific questions about when it was rented and also where it was picked up. So we are still waiting to get that information right now. I did also reach out to the Pasadena Police Department to ask what their involvement is in the investigation, and we are still waiting to hear back. And as you just heard, that there are many agencies that are working around the clock to investigate this attack, and we did speak briefly with the FBI Houston on the phone this afternoon to see if they're involved as well, and they said that they deferred all questions to the FBI New Orleans office as they are the ones that are leading this investigation. So obviously still many questions that we are here working to get answers for at the moment. But again, spoke with the owner of that truck that was used, and all he would say is that yes, the truck was rented through the Turo app, and we're still waiting to get more information, and we will provide it to you once we learn more.